Hey everyone, welcome back. So today is Wednesday, the day before, right before Thanksgiving. So I wanted to do a quick video on something that I thought was kind of interesting. We had a prediction come out from PlanB a while back that Bitcoin's going to reach 98,000 by the end of this month. He was obviously right the previous 3 months as far as his predictions were concerned. So I just want to see what is the probability of Bitcoin actually reaching 98,000, especially since it's at 56,000 right now. So we got basically 6 days left to go in this month before it ends. What is the likelihood of something like that happening where Bitcoin goes up to 98,000 within such a short period of time? So let's take a look at the data here that we got. Pull this up. There we go. So Bitcoin right now is at 57,933. It is obviously finished out the day yesterday at, what was that? Right around 57,000. It is right now hovering above our support line, and it's been battling with the support line for the past couple of days. So you can see it, it's been battling it here, which was on the 18th, it battled it on the 19th. We went above it and went above the 50-day moving average, closed above it, and then we fell below it on the 21st, and then consequently we went below it on the 22nd, the 23rd, and the 24th, which was yesterday. But we've been battling with this 57,000 support line here for a couple of days. And like I said before in my other videos, if Bitcoin touches a support line a couple of times, the probability increases of it going below it. So then we're looking at our next support line being around the 52,000 mark, 53,000 mark. And then we'll have to see if 57 becomes a resistance. But there's been some news stories about possibly this being a bear trap that we're in right now, and it's going to catapult Bitcoin going up higher. So I wanted to take a look at a couple of things here, some Twitter accounts that have been tweeting on this. So here's one from TechDev. He tweeted, I know it doesn't feel like it, but much evidence indicates you are here on the 2-week time frame. Didn't feel like it in the other cycles either for Bitcoin. So if we look back here at 2013, he's using the Fibonacci scale here. So we were here in 2013 before we had a huge move up. And then we went up to basically almost, what was it, $1,200 or so. And we crossed that Fibonacci of 2.272 here. Then we look at 2017, we had the same thing where we were hovering at around $4,500 here at the Fibonacci 1.618, and it blew, past it in, about 6 to 8 weeks. It went above it to almost 19,000. And then we're kind of setting up the same kind of thing here by his indication that we are at pretty much at the same spot we were in the past cycles. So if that happens and we blow past this in the next couple 6 to 8 weeks, we're looking at possibly $240,000 Bitcoin if this history repeats itself. So here's one thing that's kind of pointing the way that we might be in this kind of like a bear trap that I'm thinking that we might be in with Bitcoin here. Let's take a look at also Will Clement. So Will Clement, over the last 2 weeks, clear bullish divergence between BTC supply moving to strong hands and price. So here's a chart on that. We've seen it before. We had a bear divergence. We had a drop down in price. And then price, we had the bull divergence here. And we've had the price of Bitcoin going up as well. And we've had another one here, went up, another one here and went up. And then we had a bear divergence here back in May of this month or of this year. And we went back down, and then we finally had a bull divergence happen around July, and we've seen obviously the price go up here. It came down a little bit in September, down to the 43,000 mark, and then we went back up for the month of October, where we finished October above, I believe it was 60-some thousand. We're close to that, but we'll take a look at it here. And then obviously we have another bull divergence here, which is leading him to think that we're going to have another run up in price. And then if we look at also PlanB's plan here, tweet. So this was back in, when did he tweet this? This was on June 20th, right? So Bitcoin is below 34K, triggered by Elon Musk's energy flood and China's mining crackdown. There's also more fundamental reason that we see weakness in June and possibly in July. My worst case scenario for 2021, price on-chain based is August at 47, which we did hit. Exactly, we were above that. September, we were just barely above 43K. And then October, we finished out at 63K, which was correct. So now he's saying November we should be at 98K. So at the end of November, we should be at 98K, and then December at 135K. So that kind of got me thinking, when was the last time, if ever, Bitcoin actually went up almost 100% in in a week, basically? So if we look at the chart again here, So this is now, and then if we look at the chart going back to 2017 here, let me see here. Oop, let me get rid of that. We were back in 2017 that I saw this, June 19. Here we go, 2017. This was right around the same period that we're in right now. So if we look at it here, let me see if I can zoom this. There we go. Okay. Zoom this in for you guys a little bit better so it all makes sense here. So what I found out was that in basically 6 days time from here to the top of, where is it, right there, to here, or actually it would have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it was from here. From here up to here, it was 6 days, and we hit right around this mark. 6 days, there we go. We went up from 9,714 to 19,658 in 6 days with a price increase of 102%. So it has happened before. Obviously, the things that are different now is the market capitalization of Bitcoin is so much higher. We are at 1.2. I'm not sure what the market cap was on this. I could probably look back at it and figure out what the market cap was and how much the market cap actually increased in that time frame. But we have seen it here that I could find that I remember, it just rallied like crazy. So it got me thinking, is it possible that this could happen again? I mean, are we in the same kind of setup here where we were back in November? This was November 06, 07. We had a drop down here. If we look at it here closely, we can see that we dropped down in price from 7,631 all the way down to 5,000. So we had a pretty massive drop here. If we look at it, it was basically almost a 28% drop on just a couple of days. And then we obviously had a rally and went way up higher from that. So if we look back to now on the chart, we can see that we've gone from a high of about 69,000 all the way down to around here 55,000 so far, and it's been about a 19%, almost a 20% correction. So can this happen again, where we just have a huge momentum move going way up in price within the next 6 days, and then possibly, obviously that would be outstanding if that happened. But what is the probability of that actually happening? So I do want to know from you guys what you guys think of that. Obviously, Bitcoin has done it before, so I don't know if it can do it again. Obviously, that would mean that the market capitalization would have to double on it. And if we look at the market cap right now of Bitcoin here, let's take a look at it here. Bitcoin right now has a market cap of approximately about 1.1 billion or 1.1 trillion dollars. That would represent it would have to go up to basically 2.2 trillion roughly to get to 98,000, as PlanB tweeted earlier on. We look at PlanB, so PlanB was saying 98,000 by the end of November. So kind of interesting. It would obviously make a great weekend for everybody for the Thanksgiving weekend. I don't think anybody would be complaining about that. And it would definitely set us up for a nice rally in December to possibly over 135,000, and then maybe going into January, where we could see obviously getting up to closer to 200,000 if that happens. But just let me know what you guys think of that. I think that was kind of cool to see back in 2017 that we could do that with a 100% rally within 6 days. That was just outstanding. So let me know what you guys think. Obviously, I'm going to see if I can have a video for you guys tomorrow on another miner that I'm doing a deep dive on. And then so I'll give you guys a little treat for Thanksgiving. Obviously, if I don't, you guys have a great Thanksgiving. I hope you guys are thankful for something in this world. I sure am myself. Thankful for my family, my kids, my work, everything else, the family, the friends that I have, and then obviously the communication that I have with you guys here. So happy Thanksgiving to everyone. If I don't see you guys tomorrow, enjoy your day, and then we'll get you guys in the next one. Until then, bye.